Hello, everyone. We got about 30 seconds left on the timer, but you know what? Screw that. Hope everyone is doing well today. Now for my favorite part, having to change from -3 decibels from fucking Tales of Graces to having to instead jack it up for this game. I think it's been a while since I've actually sat and watched this opening. I don't even think I did it on stream. Wait, how much is that fucking ramen over there? Jesus. Well then, let's hop back in, shall we? Last time we left off, it was day 13. We all know what that is. Merry Mega Christmas, everybody. You know, it's like Christmas in July, only I guess it's Christmas in March now? Yes. December 25th, Mega Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Happy holidays. Party then. I'll bring you leftovers. New augmented eye articles, Yuri is the best show this season. Weren't a fan of Yuri slice of life shows already. Be prepared to join the Moe Church this season with the premiere of Yuri, one of the funniest shows I've ever seen in recent years. How's the popular Danger You forum seem to be divided, however. This is such an obvious pandering. Remember when anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? You girls are just haters who hate their lives. I'm gonna marry Sheena Tsu. Wake me up inside. You can catch YY every Friday, RSTV. Wanna watch it? Anime's for nerds. Damn, Jill. Is it sexist to have an army of robot women? Huh. The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you. King of the West, Kanye, western nation of Kanyevania, has approximately 6,000 robot soldiers, all of whom look like the hottest girls around. But is this show of quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever just do what they want. They don't give a shit. Mariana Zimmer, 35, told the Augmented Eye during a street interview. These are the hard questions, honestly. Also, well, come on in, Magpie. They're all pretty hot, though. If I was him, I'd have done the same. Why bother with the real thing? You can just make them from scratch to match your every needs. Or as we investigate, pretty sure Kanyevania went through demilitarization before. Update 2. Lilum receiving mysterious messages. Messages have suddenly stopped and everything is normal again. Still, we can't stop wondering what's the deal. Was it a prankster? Or someone who just discovered how to subvert public communication channels in Lilum? Either way, some reports indicate that Lilum behavior has been rather unusual as of late. Although we can only imagine the confusion they were going through. Not the first time. Let's not forget that something similar happened 5 years ago, when Lilium Advancement was at its historic high. Fortunately, nothing came out of it. Will it happen again? Time will tell. I like how it's like super foreboding. Nothing bad happened. Maybe it'll happen again. Spooky. A bit, yeah. Alright. Time to go to the work party. Good evening. Gil, I told you to come in the nicest clothes you have. You came in your uniform. These are the nicest clothes I have with me. Besides, you and Gil are in your uniforms too. Well, I can't really show up in casual clothing. I'm being monitored. What about the kilt you wore that one time? I'm still surprised that one didn't break the dress code somehow. And you, Gil? I don't have that many clothes to begin with. You people depress me. Well, everything's in place back there. Ah, Alma's here. You know, there was a time when people greeted others before saying stuff like that. Come on, Jill, greet her properly. Welcome to Vaha. Wait! Man, if that's not a sign that you need to ease up on the work, I don't know what is. Shut up, it's become a reflex. Wait, Alma also came in her usual attire. Why aren't you saying anything to her? Rib sweaters get a free pass. You know what? Honestly, I'm with Dana on this one. Why? Silly question, never mind. Jamie came earlier too. The dogs went with him to get some ice. We have ice? Trying to take it out of the bartending station is a chore, so it's better to buy some outside. Huh. What were you doing back there, Alma? Setting up the food warmer. The what? I bought it 3 days ago. It's amazing. It looks just like a set of wires, but you can create a frame with them. Put the food inside it, press a button, and watch as it warms the food up, just like a microwave. It's an infomercial bubble, though. Really useful, but tricky to handle at the same time. One wrong move and we'll be out of food for the night. Everything will be scorched in a second. Oh. You've bought infomercial stuff too? Haven't you? At the very least, a good idea for gifts. You know what? Give me a fushigi. It's the only infomercial item I need. Well... Dynamic entry! Oh, god damn it, Dorothy. Finally, at least someone came after me. Is it weird that I've already heard that 3 times in the last hour? Oh, don't be like that. She's not saying it out of malice or anything. She just found it funny. You're taking her side now? Jealous? You wish. You don't need to fight for me. We're not. I'll go check the microwave wires thingy. I'm starting to get hungry. Great idea. Back. Oh. Hello, Jill. Soldier, you're late. Hey, Jay. See, that's how you greet people. You shut it. I'll go help I'll go help Sweater Pups. Something wrong? He's not good with dogs. Oh. Alright, we're all here, so we can start. Yo, Anchorage! Alma. I know what I said. How's the food doing? It's doing well, but it'll take a bit. Can't you speed it up? I've used those microwave wire things before. It's either warm nicely but slowly, or burn that bitch. So how long? 15 minutes or so. A bell will ring when the time comes. We need to kill some time then. Alright, let's play Truth or Dare. What? I'll pass. Games are for kids. I'm in. You would be, Rad Shiba. Sure, I'll play. Sounds fun. fine. As long as that much stays away from me. That'll make the time pass faster. I'll pat. You'll play. Damn. Alright then, rules are simple. If you get picked, you pick either truth or dare. After you finish, you get to pick somebody else. We'll go like that until food's done. What about punishment games? Those are a hassle. Just issue new questions or challenges until the other person complies. That said, Jill. Yes? You start. Pick someone. Oh, let's see. Ooh. You know what? Let's start off by bullying our bestie here. Okay then, Gil. What do you pick? Truth. What's your last name? Dare! I picked Dare! Try to make a sugar rush with your eyes closed. Alright. Here. This is a beer. Oh, it works, I think. My turn, right? Will. Me! Pick me! You, the dog. Come on! Dare! How dare you! No, I'm the one that dares you. Bring it on! Sit. Sir, yes, sir! You're not sitting. Sir, yes, sir! Whatever, you did it. Alright, you, the blonde, pet me. Well, whatever. Your hands are cold. Colder than your usual hands, I guess. Alright then, Jill. I'll go with Dare. Give me a shoulder massage. Really? Really? Okay. You are good at this. My grandpa taught me how years ago. How old were you when your grandpa died? 14 or so, if memory serves right. Rad Shiba knows what counts in life. Honestly, yeah. Just give me pets. Sorry, need to use the bathroom. Yo, what did that massage do exactly? It was a regular massage. I might have accidentally unclasped her bra though. Felt like something snapped. Well, just imagine the pressure the poor thing must be a subject to. Have a pretty triumphant look on your face though. Wouldn't you? I wonder. Everyone's done talking about my bra. Let's move on. For how long until the food is done? What? Dorothy. Yes! I picked Dare! Okay, I want you to put your leg behind your head. Just that? Alright! The extra flexible joints weren't just a bluff. I never bluff. Pretty sure I heard something rip though. Okay then, Dana. I picked Dare. I dare you to stare Honey straight in the eyes for 10 seconds. Sure. Please stop. 7 seconds. And done. Okay then, dog. Yes, challenge me! Face your tail, but only make 3 spins. No more, no less. Alright. Done. That was 4. And now? 2. Ah! That was 3. Good job. Alright. Hey Jay, pick one. There. I dare you to call me a good boy. Yes! Getting hungry. You know what? Boss. I'll pick Dare. You lift me with just your non-mechanical arm. Alright, you can. You can! Please put me down! Oh, then. Hey, Gil. Truth or Dare? I really pick. Let's go Dare. Thank you for the hydrate and posture check. Okay then, please cross your arms. Alright. Turn a bit to the left. I mean, my left. Oh. Bit more. Now stand still for a second. Boss, is that a picture? That it is. No, same race. Sorry for the trouble. You were comparing me to a pig? Yup. At least see it? Nope. Fine. A bell? Food's ready. Final. Let's go. You guys go ahead. I'll have a quick smoke outside. Careful. Truth or dare, huh? It was fun, I guess. Hey. I mean, hello. A bit late for the hello, don't you think? You want one? You know I don't smoke. True. Leaving already? Yeah, technically we celebrated Mega Christmas yesterday. I just got a message that Diana is making a ruckus, so I gotta leave. Good luck with that. Speaking of ruckus, how have you been doing? Fine, I guess. All of this has helped keep my mind off things for a while. Is it weird to feel the absence of someone you had no contact with whatsoever for the last 3 years? Ask Kiriusha or any of the old literature maidens whose spouse went to war types. I mean, even if you had no contact with her, maybe she was constantly on your mind. With the circumstances, it's not that different from one of you going to a war. Yes. Well, although the circumstances make me not want to, I've gotta go. Careful out there. Oh yeah, you should take the chance and spend this time with everyone inside, don't you think? Yeah, she's right. Hey, Jill's back! What can this mean? Chapter 3, Dolce. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has the necessary $10,000 or you'll be evicted. She wants to see if the Alex doll's beard actually grows. Vine Goat will prevent her from getting too distracted. Have a very nice day. Yeah, Ika. We just celebrated Mega Christmas. You've been using that hoodie a lot lately. Shut up. Alright, let's see. Alex from the cult classic video game Y2K. His beard grows in real time, apparently. Alright, let's see. On good old Danger U. Read that. Pretty certain we read that one. Okay, Model Warrior returns to TV. Anyone watching it? I don't even have a TV. So useless. Julianne is old and busted. I heard you like talking shit about my waifu, like I wouldn't find out. it going to be censored? I don't think so. The show was rather tame as far as I know. I'm gonna marry Julianne. Oh man, I remember watching this show back when I was like 10. I think I discovered porn thanks to it. You will never discover Rule 34 for the first time again. Jesus Christ. Why keep trying? Never seen this show before. Is it any good or is it just a meme? It's a meme show. There's nothing outstanding. What about the sequels? Are those going to be broadcast as well? The sequels are shit. Credits closed. Your lip trembling. No. Street race at the Motor City District leaves 2 dead. Motor City District is notorious for the number of illegal street races it sees each week, and dozens of injured drivers it leaves every year. This time it's been reported that 2 people died during the race hosted at the Gate Highway, otherwise known as the Death Lane. Transit Police is currently investigating the deaths as well as the underground world of illegal street racing. We have several suspects in regards to who is running this underworld. Nothing concrete as of yet. Chief of the Transit Police Department, Jay Esposito, told the Augmented Eye, "The death of these 2 youngsters will be the last, however. That's a promise." I've heard there's a defamation campaign against the district, though. You won't believe what happens in this cartoon. Is this a fucking ad or a fucking article? Cartoons are not for children. They're still largely colorful. The themes they touch have become rather dark. In fact, every cartoon on air today has dark themes. It comes to the point where innocent animated characters are no longer a thing. I suppose children are young adults from birth now? Maybe the song was just a little loud. Yeah, listen. Yeah, it definitely has some high peaks. Also, hey, digital dear, I hope you're well. Inner Touch Fluffy Tail, a new show that aims to challenge the current trend. No deep lore, no obscure adult references, no stupid deep plots, just fun with numbers and fluffy tales, said a TFT producer who asked to remain anonymous to avoid internet backlash. I don't want death threats for making a cartoon for actual kids. Stop. I rescued you. I'll touch your tail if I wanna. Split City Olympics return next year. For the 10th consecutive year, the GC Olympics returns to the emblematic Super Silver Thunderdome, this time with a representative from the elusive country of Kanyavania. Prime Minister Quincy, who was in charge of the committee, told the Augmented Eye that it wasn't easy getting in touch with Kanye, and that we had to abide by some of his religious rules in order to see some of their best competitors come to this country. Kanyavania's main religion, Kanyeism, prohibits the existence of nanomachines inside the body, and as such, competitors from said country had to perform specific treatments in order to repel the swarm. It's a temporary solution, but it will do the trick. Tacky bodysuits weren't practical for sports. Yeah, this definitely aged like a fine milk. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's see. Good evening. Hey, Joel. He was in the back getting an ingredient shipment. I've got things to do. The dog's in charge, okay? Bye. What? Wait, the dog what? Okay, first order. Pet me. No. Pet me. Oh. I'm in charge, and I want you to pet me. Why wouldn't you want to pet the dog? He's rad. Me as a boss. Honestly, yeah. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey, Jay. Won't pet you. You'll pet me sooner or later. They all do. Won't. Will. You called? He said Will, not Gil. Ah. Who the hell is Will? Nobody! Don't be rude with poor Will. There is no Will! Do you need me to psych you up then? Shut up! Who? Me or Will? Ah. God, that's such an Ezra move, though. Go back to whatever you were doing. Alright. And you, stand by. Only if you pet me. Go. What just happened? Well, aren't we spirited today? Welcome to Valhalla. Virgilio? Why do you sound so weirded out? You didn't show up with a bombastic soliloquy. Well, putting up an act can be tiring, you know. So it's all an act then? Wasn't it obvious? I guess. Would you mind getting me a Bleeding Jane? Sure. Virgilio wants a Bleeding Jane. Weird that he's not doing riddles, but okay. Say the name of this drink 3 times in front of a mirror and you'll look like a fool. Bleeding Jane. Yes, this is just the thing. So, tired of putting on an act. Care to explain? It's a long story. I'd honestly rather not talk about it right now. Fair enough. What made you change your mind, though? Well, for one thing, it's safer for me now. Well, this buffoon act was mostly a way to avoid raising suspicion. Bleeding Jane's the replacement when Mary is too busy. Yeah. It was gonna be loud as well. Safer? There's a word that's been losing meaning lately. Wait, that was your way of avoiding suspicion? Yes. Do you know how weird that sounds, right? It sounds weird. Try not to raise suspicion, but you act in a bombastic manner that screams you're there. And everyone dismisses the fool as a buffoon and moves on. Huh? I mean, you might be right if I were talking about hiding myself. I'm avoiding certain crowds of people. Yes, my behavior might call everyone's attention. Then everyone just decides I'm harmless, disregards me. And depending on how erratic my actions are, I become harder to read. Giving me yet another layer of enigma. Huh. Well, congrats. No offense, but I fell right into your plan. Just dismissed your actions as those of a fool and moved on. Completely fooled me. Thanks. Say, can you give me something spicy? Sure. We could do Bleeding Jane again. You know what, let's do a Bloom Light. Aged on the rocks and next. Here. Aren't you fascinated by spiciness? What's spicy for humans might not be so spicy for other animals. Hell, what's toxic for us might not be for other creatures. You like spicy things, bartender? I don't mind them, I guess, but I'm not really a fan. That neutral stance is actually weird to come across. Everyone either loves spicy things or hates them with passion. You like it? Lots. Not only in regards to painfully spicy things, but also the way mild or slight spice adds to a meal. Always had this dream of opening a curry stand. Oh, so Lycan, yesterday we got groceries, right? Ezra's gonna try to make some Japanese-style curry tonight. I'm excited. As things are, I might actually pursue that dream. Let me know if you do. I haven't had curry in ages now. Hey, bartender. Call me Jill. I wanted to apologize. Put up with me all this time without lashing out. I should apologize for my behavior, and thank you with that. Don't worry, I actually feel like I was too rude to you last time you came. Granted, you came at a really bad time, but I should be the one apologizing. You're a client, after all. Well, don't. I'm actually surprised that nobody else had violently lashed out at me yet. Making me curious as to who you really are, though. Is Virgilio even your real name? It might be. It might not. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a magnet for people who hide their identities and sordid pasts. Gil, Jamie, you. Did you say something? I'm just rambling. Pay me no minds. Now that I think about it, how did you find this bar? I was avoiding some chaps and came to this alley. Huh, again. Again. My time here, I've heard avoided people and ended up here enough times to make me believe the original owner built the bar here thinking about the runaway public. You make me sound like a criminal. You're not helping. The expression runaway doesn't just mean people escaping the law, though. I've had people avoiding stalkers or solicitors. People more shocked by an insistent salesman than a shady figure. Maybe because the salesman is a more active predator? I don't know. Barkeep, I'll take a diet water on the rocks. Oh, God, that actually sounds really good. As for me, I've got water with a little bit of lemonade flavoring in mine. Troublesome part of the city, right near the shopping district. Let them know there's a bar and they'll come. Sorry, I should stop rambling to myself so much. I don't mind it. The flavor boosters, honestly, yeah. Like, there was a period of time when I got really into just, like, plain water. Then I kind of got burned out on it, and so I have to do either, like seltzer waters or flavor boosted, you know? You think I'm sort of a criminal, though. Like I said, you're not helping. Love me some Brita filter water. Hell yeah! I got a Brita filter like in January, and it's made it so much more tempting. Tastes cleaner. Exactly. For all I know, you might be the buffoon I've seen the other days. In any case, can I get something bitter here? On it. Let's get a good bitter drink for you. A grizzly temple. Add some aldehyde, some bronson extract, on carmetrine, all blended. It's kind of unbearable. It's mostly for fans of the movie it was used in. $200 dang dollars. Lord, in the future, everything's super expensive, I guess. Like, even this $200 for just a regular beer. It's the most expensive. $260, $320. Yeah, it looks like our most expensive drinks are like $320 each. Bad future, honestly. Here. This works. Do you like coffee, Miss Bartender? Weird as it may sound from a smoking bartender, no, I don't. Well, I get it. It's not for everyone. That cat boomer the other day. And what about her? Still scared of her? Not really, but she looks so familiar. Maybe you're mixing her up with another cat boomer? God, I'm... Wolf Rose. Maybe you're mixing her up with another cat boomer? No, that's not it. It's like the bandaged girl last time. Even with the bandages, there's just something really familiar about her. Maybe you need to stop thinking about it. Answers usually come to you when you stop stressing out. But ain't that the truth? You may be right. Well, I'll leave you for now, bartender. Thanks for everything. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hello, Mr. Detective. Here we are, another mute person wandering into the bar. Anything I can get you? Gut punch. Okay. Page down. Here. George Costanza, yup! He literally, his name is Art Vandelay. Just like Costanza's Art Vandelay and freaking Seinfeld is brilliant. Oh, you got it right. So, what's up now? Bit of holiday blues, you could say. You celebrate Mega Christmas? Why wouldn't I? You look more like a Festivus kind of guy. Jesus Christ! Festivus for the rest of us. Why does everyone keep saying that? Well, Festivus is a celebration going against the capitalist mindset madness that is Mega Christmas. Also, yeah, Mega Christmas. Santa got resurrected and fought the Redmonds, I think it was, and that's what Mega Christmas is all about. No, cheapskate. If you have something to say, say it. I'll refrain. Although, now that I think about it, holiday blues is not really tied to a specific celebration. It's the season. Season of consumerist craze. Mega Christmas is just a mockery of what the real Christmas once was. I mean, the season has slowly become enslaved to the corporations over time. The holiday spirit can only be manipulated so much. Then came that Turbo Male guy. He started a yearly tradition of dressing up like Santa in the ring. Turbo Male, that can't be his ring name. It is. Really? Such a tacky name was accepted? His partner was Buster Master, and his rival was Dr. Chris Max. Tacky names were not a problem. I mean, I knew there was a wrestler that dressed as Santa every year. I also knew that the guy became insanely popular and the stunt got out of control. And, of course, that's the part everyone sings about. Santa became Mega Santa thanks to the Redmond family. Mega Santa sees the error of his ways and becomes the mighty Mega Santa, renaming the holiday Mega Christmas. And then every company jumped on the bandwagon. Christmas was Mega Christmas before anyone noticed. Telling me that the guy who somehow managed to rename the holiday went by the ring name Turbo Male? Yup. The whole holiday season sound like a joke. Holiday is a joke. Sounds like a win-win. Well, true. You're telling me you don't celebrate Festivus. Oh, welcome in, Echo. Thanks for the 3 string straight. No, I don't. You know what kind of people celebrate Festivus? Find it so lame and bland that they can only talk about how they're better because they celebrate Festivus. Those jerks who only eat Nuke and think they're better than everyone else. Hey. Anything else I can get you? Give me a fringe weaver, will you? Sure. Page next. Here. Right, thanks. Any issues with the city lately? What's the word on the street? Shouldn't I be asking that? There's nothing new, really. Lynchings of white knights stopped, so there's that. Really? Something about the armor. I haven't gotten much on that one yet. All in all, madness following the attack on the bank seems to have settled down a bit. That's good to hear. Any other details about the attack emerged yet? All records of whatever happened there have been long deleted. Security cam, system logs, everything was wiped. Whatever happened there, it's become even more of a mystery now. I wonder if Sei was testifying. Does anyone know if Sei went there in the first place? Maybe the wiping of everything actually protects her somehow. Hey, bartender, you okay? Sorry, got distracted. There's not much to say, really. The odd silly rumor here and there. The vending machine's tasers malfunctioning and applying more strength. So is this like a mystery, or do you mix drinks till the game ends? So, there is kind of a mystery going on in the background. However, this is a visual novel where instead of any sort of, like, dialogue options, you mix drinks. And depending on, you know, how well you do, you know, if you serve the right drinks, you know, there's certain drinks that you can make non-alcoholic or just load with alcohol and get everyone drunk. That kind of adjusts the trajectory of the story. But for the most part, yeah, it's just mixing drinks, listening to people talk about their lives. It's actually pretty cozy. Or that the writer of The Last Rain in the World is actually living here as a brain in a jar. Those are the kind of rumors you hear from crackheads. Crackheads might hold that one last piece of info you need, but you also hear crap like that. Control the strains of fate through booze. Exactly! I see. Anyway, I'm leaving. Happy New Year, bartender. Please come again. Okay then, well, no wait, she's out. Gil, you there? Yeah, taking your break. Let me know if someone comes in. Aw, she didn't want to tell the dog that she was taking her break? Dog's in charge. Now it's safe to keep playing. Things are pretty quiet outside. Let's see, let's get rid of some of these songs. Good enough. Excuse me, is this the Valhalla bar? It certainly is. Welcome. What can I get you? Actually, I'm looking for... Lexi! There she is. I'm looking for some stuff. I'll be with you in a second. Don't worry, I'll just have a drink in the meantime. So, you're Gil? You know me? I've been keeping in touch with Dana ever since she left Neo San Francisco. She always talks about you, about her sister, about her friend in Panama, about her sister, and about this dog she picked up from the street. Dog? Yeah, I think she called him Gillian. That can't be right. First I've heard of this dog. Yeah, she told me he appeared at the door looking very pitiful. She always talks so happily about how he opens up to the people around him. She even asked me for help finding where he came from. So... a dog, huh? Achoo! Did you hear something outside? Probably just a dog sneezing. What can I get you? Let's try the Fringe Weaver. On it. Can't believe that she thinks that our coworker's just a dog. I mean, other than when we have is a dog. fringe weaver. Seems right. Thanks. Sorry, my office is a mess, so I can't let you in right now. I'll just go buy some... Take your time. It was the first time I've seen her get excited about someone. Well, guess it's been almost 7 or 8 years since I last saw her. She had a brief stint with me at the Neo San Francisco Police Department. Huh. Another thing to add to the oddly adventurous past of my boss. Can't picture her as a policewoman, though. Well, she was more of a collaborator. Everyone in the department acknowledged her abilities, and she helped us from time to time. She was authorized to come with us, but couldn't act by herself. Didn't have a gun or a badge. She did have her radios to stay in touch. And I'm not gonna lie, she was one of the best backup partners I've had over the years. Took down a band of punks with nothing but a loaf of bread. Loaf of... Yeah, sounds like boss. She requested that the next loaf have sesame seeds. Something about it hitting harder? Collaborating with police? I know, right? Her penchant for swinging bread loaves like swords is not just some weird habit. How did she end up here with the... How did she end up with the police of all places? Her old league, the Grand Slam Fighters, was fighting against the NSFW. What? I was there because I needed to ask the owner of the league a couple of questions. Then a fight broke out. Any drunkards joined the fray not too long after. Give her the old gut rot drink. I mean, we do have a gut punch drink. I'm gonna start evacuating the police. But before I knew it, she had already subdued the troublemakers. I asked for help with the rest of the case. One thing led to another. Oh. I was afraid that she might have become involved as an alternative to jail time. She's not that kind of girl. You came all the way here for a visit? In the middle of some investigations, actually. I don't think the Neo San Francisco police has any say on whatever happens here. I'm not in the police anymore. Just a simple private investigator. Came all the way here on a case. You can't be just a simple private investigator. Fair enough. You wouldn't by any chance have heard about a group called the Swap Spiders, would you? First I hear that name, sorry. Don't worry. Say, let's try this. Sugar Rush. Sure. So, Lexi here is actually kind of an interesting case. Because... Almost. Lexi is actually a character that only shows up if you serve a flaming moai drink to someone. And she'll just kind of show up at this point, and I guess otherwise it just skips if you don't. She's also a cameo character. She was originally from 2064, Redoling Memories. That's kind of cool. Here. Yeah, this is what I've heard about. Alright, fuck it. Let's just hit a bar and chill. Boss, you own a bar. Doctors don't diagnose themselves, Jill. You know what? Dana's got a point. I guess you're right. Wait, is she? Calm down, you don't need to overdo it. We're not dating anymore. Wait, she what? I was bored. She was lonely. We gave it a try. It didn't work. We broke up after less than a week. Huh. What didn't work? She was too uptight. She was too Dana. Too Dana? On our first date, she got her head stuck in a bucket. Dinner became a night in a hardware store getting the thing off. Oh, too Dana. Yeah, I get it. Apparently her character trait is just gets head stuck in thing. Cause she got a helmet stuck on her head earlier. Anyways, haven't seen you in person in a long time, and you have to leave before New Year's. I don't want to make a mess. Don't try too hard. Seriously, don't make a mess. Just go outside and drink Hassie. Hell yeah. Drink a nice, refreshing Hassie. Came all the way here to drink Hassie? I have Hassie at home. Hey, this stuff is like caviar here, thanks to the import rates. Take your offer, then. You go ahead while I grab some ice. Okay. Pleasure to meet you, Jill. Please come again. Hey, boss. Yes? He said something that got me thinking. The relationship? No, Actually, you got me curious. Do you swing that way, boss? Cuteness knows no boundaries. Right. Anyway, what got me thinking is that she thinks Gil is a dog. She does? Yeah, when you talk about him, she thinks you're talking about a dog. Gil was patrolling nearby with Nacho and the other dog. This'll be fun. Just don't overdo it. Feeling lonely? That voice. Hey, Joe. Long time no see. Really long time no see. Seriously, it feels like it's been over a year since I last saw you. I was planning on visiting you last week. Things were pretty heavy back then. I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. Earth to Joe. I'm talking to you here. If I ignore her, she'll leave. I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You can't just ignore me, you know. Julianne Stingray, I'm talking to you. Calm down. Don't fall for her taunts. Did she know my full name, though? But your full name was Julianne Natalie Stingray, or did you legally remove the Natalie? Mind that. Is she reading my thoughts? Yeah, I mean, they're kind of written in the middle of the screen. Hard not to see them, actually. Alright, that's it. I'm going crazy. It's such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that this world could be weirder than you think. This world is amazing because of the things you just can't explain. Just because only you experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. Yeah, I have no idea, Double Helix. I mean, just look at ASMR. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in this scenario. You acknowledged me. Shit. That's good. I want... I'm not serving you anything. What? Why? Last time you came, I had to clean the drinks I served you off the floor. Don't be like that. Drinks were also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. I was gonna buy some curry with the money I'd put up for those drinks. Dog duty done. I know we have slow days, but for God's sake. You okay? You look angry. I'm fine. Good job out there. I'm back. Ah, boss, what happened? Meeting cut short. At least I drank the Hassies? The bottles. You okay? You look distraught. I'm fine. They really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. You're wearing jeans under a skirt. Why? Just... why? To annoy people, of course. Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everybody thinks they should call you out. Can't bring themselves to do it. It's not that wrong. Things like spats, after all. It's uncannily right. Not all that wrong, and they can't stop staring. Not like anyone other than me could see it, though. They could see it if they wanted to. Well, you're making an awful lot of faces there. You okay? Yeah, just remembering stuff. And I miss not being crazy. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay here. Who stays where? Crap, did I just... You have to be the first person I've met who mixes their inner and outer voice. I thought I saw one of the dogs near the counter, sorry. Oh, okay. I'll leave a bit earlier today. Sure, thanks for taking care of the fort. What about me? You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave. That's not what whatever. Well, that was weird. Jill just watched Night of the ID Snatchers. Maybe ID Snatchers? Yeah. Buying a poster of it will prevent her from getting too distracted. Have a very nice day. There are cats in heat outside. I'd have blue balls if I still had any. God bless for her. Alright, let's see. Now let's get the movie poster. Beloved police mockumentary. Okay. I guess that would be ID snatchers, because it's like body snatchers or whatever. Alright. What's on our favorite 4chan? Yuri, new season. It's finally here! I can't believe I'm alive for this day. Thank you, based god! All boards, report in! What other boards, you idiot? YY gets new season, but the actual best YY is still up in the air. My internet service gets cut off tomorrow because I can't afford it anymore. Wake me up! Get a job, you stupid NEET. God, here we go. Fair hot cocoa, sit in comfy couch, put on my favorite mega Christmas sweater. Snow falling outside, turn on the heater, get my blanket, watch glorious YY and fall asleep when it ends. I am the comfy. I wish I was as comfy. Have work tomorrow. Enjoy the Urus for me, Danger You. Sounds cute. For nerds, maybe. Taylor the Brain, tired of name change requests. A couple of weeks ago, we wrote about Taylor, one of the brains from the Sola Anima project. One of the highlights from the interview was that unfortunately stripped from one of the highlights from the interview that was unfortunately stripped from the finished version was a stray comment about how many people ask Taylor to change their name to Brian on a regular basis. I know people try to be funny, but I won't change my name for a punchline, Taylor told the AE team. I like the name Taylor, and there's nothing wrong with Brian. It just won't be a part of the joke. My life is worth more than that. Taylor is currently looking at their chances of becoming a senator in the upcoming electoral season. Taylor! Parliament discusses anime influence. God, what a sentence. During an unusual meeting held at Parliament today, delegates discussed the effects of anime on the population. Nothing but filth! Trash! A representative for the Workers' Party yelled during the meeting. If I could choke every single writer and animator out there, I'd do it. I'd choke them with my own enhanced hands. Several anime studio heads have responded to the news. I think they would ban it if it wasn't bringing so much money into the local market. Yoma K, a producer, told the Augmented Eye during a phone interview. I do agree that anime is trash, but it'll save the genre. You can trust me. Ah yes, important topics and all. Biker gang arrested after vandalism during protest. Finally a politician that talks some sense. No! Look, not all anime is trash. It's like 99.9%. Members of one of the largest biker gangs in the Motor City sector were arrested after the group's leader and her entourage were found at the site of a protest last Friday. Their leader, commonly known in the streets as Christine Love, declared to the press that they were unjustly arrested and that our gang was only there to defend protesters from the White Knights. They're afraid of us. They know they can't take us down in the streets. They used protesters as a shield, and we had no option to surrender. Love told AE during a phone conversation. Currently detained and waiting for trial. Formal charges are unknown so far. Isn't she a game developer? She's many things. Alright, let's see. Time for day 15. Good evening. Hey Jill, let's have a New Year's party this Saturday. Isn't that a bit soon? Why? Did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party? No, I mean... Never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great. And Gil? He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do. Hey. Oh, I mean, where is he? He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now. Back. See? So, you coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? Like I have anything else to do, so... I told you. We're depressing people. Oh, yeah. The kid from the other day, Gabby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gabby? Let's see. First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I'm still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. So it feels weird to ask this of you after how I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up, to chat for a while, to do what you were doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about, the fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. Go back to the bar on the 31st. It won't take much of your time. If you don't want to see me after all that, I'll understand. Please, I really want to talk to you. Signed, Gabby. Wow, that girl has a big vocabulary. It was always a smart one. 31st is written in different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when would you be here and relatively free. So I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea now that I think about it. Boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Now it's coming back to me. Drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years. Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake, and it's painful to face your mistakes. Fear of what they might say. Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Nora was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby is in the right to hate me. I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that. Joe, you idiot! Huh? You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. You want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Can you just say to Armitage that you hated feeling like that? Armitage? Titty hacker. Alma, right. I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister. Now you have a chance to make amends. Not only that, you have us watching your back. I want you to think about this. One day of fear, or a lifetime filled with regret? Which one do you pick? Yeah. You make an empty drink? I don't think so. You can make a failed drink where, like, you just don't follow any recipe, but, yeah, you're right. I hated feeling like that. I won't run away this time. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be. Hey, boss. Thanks. That's what friends are for. Yeah. Anyways, let's start the day. Stick with our usual playlist here. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously though, it's the second note that stirred such feelings in me. Second one. 2 weeks ago, I got another note in the mail. This one's from Lenore. But the envelope you took away from me in a panic? You haven't opened it? Why not open it with Gabby? Facing one fear, might as well face the other. Maybe. Don't push her, Chief. I'm not. I just know she's capable of doing all that. Go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything. Keep it up, Jill. Thanks. Happy holidays! Someone's happy. We held a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Having that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I heard they were sold out in most places. There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. Sorry for that outburst. Why? You look so happy I felt happy too. Shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyway, can you give me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All on the rocks and next. Here. Thanks. You meeting with Sei today? She should be here in a bit. She told me she wanted to drink here, and since I was coming here too. Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How has she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely. If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. What about her eye? Eye? Oh, hers. Sorry. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. To be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. Who can blame her? Her life changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists. She was used as a disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it will make her all go back to her old ways. Old ways? There was a rough spot when Sei was a teen. Mom's clinic was about to close, then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up. The teachers at her school didn't help. Sei is not a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. Needs equivalences to things she knows. Needs to get a bit in her mindset. You know what? I can kind of relate to that, you know. Once you get this, she's a fast learner, but schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically branded her a failure. She even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. I've always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Sei was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning. Total opposite of how she is nowadays. From time to time, I see that old look cross her face, and it scares me. You're comparing her to her teen self, though. Mature. She'll show signs from time to time. I bet Sei knows better than to go back to that. I hope so. Give me something cold and sweet, will you? Cold and sweet. There we go, on the rocks. Planner guide to Karma Train, all on the rocks. Splendid. No relation to the Hadron cannon you can see on the moon for 1 week every month. Here. Thanks. The kind of stuff Sei asks for, you know? Now that you mention it. You know, back when Sei reappeared, it seemed that she came here first. Oh yeah, she told me that. Glad she found a familiar face after all that chaos. Tell you she had a talk at the back of the bar? You did? Well, it's nothing that important, but she was devastated, you know? She was afraid, tired. It hit quite hard, not only after seeing her covered in bandages, but also after seeing her so cheerful before. I guess I should be thanking you then. You what? When I met with her, she told me you calmed her down quite a bit. I did? I'm guessing with all that was going on, the desire to not worry me weighed on her. It has happened before. It was good there was someone else for her to share her stress with. Thanks. I'm sure. I don't think I did anything noteworthy, but sure. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe. Cat Boomer is sure to become a target. Well, I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again? Sure, Uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too sterile. Anywhere around here, you can actually feel the warmth of the people. Feel like there are people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. feel a warmth there that Uptown doesn't have. So easier to talk to people. Ah, you finally came. Welcome. You try to talk someone in the upper part of the city, they either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice there, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that two. But I just want one. I'm asking for one for me, adding one to your order. Oh, that, right. 2 beers for the girls. Here. Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You noted again this year. They were all asking, "Where's Sei? Where's Sei?" Why do they call you just Sei when they call me Auntie Stella? I don't look that old. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry I had to leave, but Mom worked overtime that night and I couldn't just leave her alone. What happens? Oh, there were fireworks, and some dog thought it'd be safe to hide in a jar. The little guy managed to get his head and a paw inside before getting stuck. It was plastic, so I couldn't just try to break it. That's messy. Needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fella was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure, it's better than depressing myself with my dad's woes about the next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye, Jill. Bye, Sei. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? I'd love to. I'll also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses, ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. Better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think? Yeah. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy. Okay. Let's see. Go with the Cobalt Velvet this time. All on the rocks, man. It's like champagne served on a cup that had a bit of cola left. Something classy. Yep, this is the thing. Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday. It's Sunday? Oh yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? It's a weird story from when she was a kid. Heard Mega Santa's story, and somehow she got it into her head that being born on the 25th, she was the spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. It made her start giving out gifts like crazy. She got over it. Gifting stuck to her. Spiritual reincarnation? Oh, the story says that the Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit. But Mega Santa was reborn as a manifestation of the Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. Huh. The girl was delusional as a kid. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Ella mentioned she's worried about you going back to your old ways. About a rough period where you were angry or something? Oh, that. Sweet that she's worried. I won't go back to those days just like that, though. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore. Expected as much, told her as much. Hey, can you give me something bubbly? Sure. Bubbly for a bubbly girl. Just cheat, make her the same thing again. Here. Bubbly, bubbly. Hey, Jill. Look how Stella got her eye. You shouldn't tell me that. I told you my story. It means she likes you enough. It's fine. remember when I told you one white knight saved me from another? Well, what about the other one? Apparently he was running away after doing something. I don't know. We were at the park and he held us hostage. At one point they tried to approach and he just gouged Stella's eye out. I tried to stop him, but he just went and kicked me. I still remember that kick. I feel my ribs breaking. Pain in places I didn't know could feel pain. Time to time, I still relive that day. In my torso, Stella screams. It's chilling. I briefly regained consciousness after the kick. I felt like I was being lifted. The white knight that attacked us was on the floor, not moving. I was on another white knight's shoulder. He took his helmet off and put it on an anguished Stella. I passed out, and when I came to, I was in a hospital. Apparently the kick ruptured a couple of organs, and I was put on emergency care. I woke up because Stella was punching my leg, telling me to wake up. Damn. Damn. Why made you bring this up? Bring this up because that guy that was here last time I came, he's the one that saved us. Jesus, yeah, right? Gee. No fucking way. Virgilio? Really? Made you think that? Sure, more pounds and years, but I'm pretty sure it's him. There's something about his face I just can't dismiss. I'd like to see him again. Do you know how? You know the Steampunk Museum? Ask for Virgilio there. Gotcha. Oh, I'm done for today. Thanks, Jill. Please come again. I'll go take my break, Gil. Sure. So Virgilio saved a young Sei and Stella. Kind of shocking, honestly. That is one thing that I like about this game is there's not a lot of like shallow characters. Like even him, you know, he has more to him than initially I expected. I wonder if I left food for 4. Okay, I'm here. Dorothy? Won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. Ah, honey. You want something? Usual, I guess. Usual. Usual. I wonder what's wrong with her, though. Oh, her usual is piano. Here. This is nice. 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 Nice? Hey, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey, honey. How do you know what's real? How so? I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How do you tell if what you see around you is actually happening? It tells you everything is not actually a fabrication. It tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer. And those ponderings brought you to the bar? What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I? Dorothy. We're having a solipsistic crisis of sorts. What? Solipsism. The theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See? That's another thing right there. That word. Solipsism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solus means alone, and ipsa means self. Yes, but how did it come to be? You expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decided to make noises? Decide, hey, let's make this noise mean this. It doesn't make sense. Words don't make sense. I'm repeating words for a long time, and they've stopped making sense. Why? Calm down. It's just semantic satiation. Stop making up words, honey. And there's this counter. How can I be sure the counter is really there? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on, just making sure. Should make make her a drink. At the very least, I'll have something to throw at her. Let's see. Let's just give her a rum. Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this at your face. Sorry. So let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Since earlier today, I think. I was remembering the good times I had with my guardian. I don't know. It was all too sudden. Thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having. How much I loved everyone around me. Out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? What is fun? Are those feelings real? Is all of that real? Am I real? What tells me I'm actually in a body? What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? It tells me that you're real. Yeah? For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination. Or even just an AI simulation in some computer that thinks it's a human. Been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis, that uncertainty about whether or not things are real. A couple of months only, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arm to feel something. Panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch, and the fear got worse. What did you do to get over it? Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Rain in the World. One of my favorites. When I cried with the book and realized I was crying over fake things. A story and its characters. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. I don't think of reality like that too. Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I'd still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. Huh, I liked it. Hey, can I take this drink? I made it for you. Thanks. Okay, then. Phew. Why did you throw it on your head? To feel something you made. And it burns. It itches a bit. I'll get you a towel. Delivery for Dana's... Oh, I've been here before. Welcome on in. Mr. Mario, welcome back. I have a delivery for Dana Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll get it for her. Right, sign here, please. It's a big package. Wonder what's inside. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Let's see. It's a wiener. Really big wiener. Hey, honey. Big package had a big wiener inside. What will your boss do with such a thing? Oh, I don't know how she'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it? I'm getting Akira vibes from this design. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's literally just the guy from Akira. Honey, seems the wiener is too big to eat correctly. This is tough. Maybe you could prepare some right now? What do you say, honey? You want some of your boss's wiener? Seriously, Joel? He's the one making the jokes. No one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. Hang me upside down. Hey, Jacket Boy, what's your name? I'm Mario. Come on, Mario, I'll buy you a drink. I'd have another delivery, you know? This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have a sunshine cloud. You? I'm fine. Optional karma train. Well, you know what? Just in case, we'll make it non-alcoholic. We gotta blend it. Tastes like old chocolate milk with its good smell intact. I'll say it tastes like caramel, too. Here. Thanks. Hey, call me Dorothy. You can also call me Darling for the right amount. Yeah, Dorothy, why did you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way. What way? Lilum? I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but... Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hitting on you. I was thanking you. Based. Yeah, I knew you would appreciate him. Thank you. Your package let me see Honey here laughing like an idiot. It's easier than you think. That made me happy, and I don't know. It fit with what she was telling me earlier. Dude just coming out of the gate. I like men. So true. Man. Imagine liking men. Imagine liking women. Imagine liking non-binary people. Wow. More calm than when I entered. Glad to help, I guess. Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, honey. Enjoy your big wiener. Out with you. Looks like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it, I get it. Don't worry, you like guys, it's clear. You go, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. You been to the motor district? I spend all of my free time in the motor district, actually. Why? True what they say about all the illegal races going on there? You're not a cop, are you? As far as I remember, no. Well, I mean, there are illegal races. There's also a semi-legal league going on there. Semi-legal? The authorities acknowledge that there's races going on. They don't know what goes on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. Huh. Heard about a biker called Christine Love? Ah, Miss Love, of course. Everyone knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but the truth is that nobody has faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that got beaten to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. Our gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing, not bothering anyone. Oh. You want anything else? I have a piano, man. Alright. Here. Yeah, this is nice. This will sound weird, but do you believe in replibots? Replibots? There's the belief that some Lilum out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. Someone or something replaces those humans with such Lilum. Thus, they call them replibots. You know a lot about this. I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays. Almost the first I've heard of it. What about it? On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the middle of the street. And I say almost because he moved really quickly out of the way. I went to deliver a package and somehow my neighbor was there, almost immediately after the whole thing. He was there the whole time. Maybe it was someone that looked like him? He had the same looks, clothes, and mannerisms. Trust me, you know a perfect replica when you see one. You saw the kid Lilum here. They could easily pass off as humans. There are even Lilum idol singers nowadays whose voices can pass off as human. They could be passing off as humans under our very noses, replacing us little by little. At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilum behavior is a bit different. You can easily tell someone's a Lilum because they seem... I'll put this... They don't care about risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risks with a lot more leniency. Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers. I'm leaving. It's for everything. Please come again. What's your take on the Replibot thing? Do you believe in them? You? Not really, but I ask you first. Just in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. Paranoid that they would come. What would I do then? I remember I lost lots of sleep because of it. That doesn't answer my question. Let me finish. After many months of fear, I've reached a conclusion that might as well apply here. Useless to be afraid. I'm but a simple woman. I wouldn't be able to do shit against them. So I'd rather live without being afraid. As the memories of not being afraid will be my only solace when the nebulae crabs invade. When the Replibots come. Oh, are you still afraid of aliens? What part of "it's useless to be afraid" didn't you catch? Right. Back. Did anything happen? I discovered I have the sense of humor of an 8-year-old. Anything new happen? Hey! I brought you a package. Ah, yes, my curated wiener. It's a gift from my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some of it? That's a new one. Here's some pocket money. I'm out of excuses. Wonders if Maneki Nekos actually bring luck. I want to prevent her from getting too distracted. Been chuckling since yesterday. Wiener. Alright, so let's get a Maneki Neko. Let's see here. We'll do curated wieners, what they called me a no! Alright. Having said that, I will take a second here to hydrate, get a snack. Hope you have a nice little break too. Alrighty. What's new on the internet today? That bar called Valhalla. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Work? Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone's in need, just like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. How so? Never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard from the distance. So, is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat, I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. Thread is closed. I'm full of myself? You are. First space colony plans to develop its own army. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. First space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during the private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. Alice Rabbit is in space too? Amazing. Ah, woman marries anime pillow. Nobody is actually surprised. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to new technologies, the traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be different. It's just a plain, generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. Want to marry me? You can't marry your own son. Y2K, the final remaster, leads the video game charts. The newest remaster of 2016's Y2K, a postmodern RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project Remastered and Sting's Face Remastered. Full chart including lifetime sales. 3.5 million, 0.5, 950k, Water Pro Wrestling G, 500k, Dang It Brown Paul. This is the third final this year. Oh my god. Good evening. Aw, Jill, I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Can firecrackers scare off the Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. You know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Anyway, let's start. I like how he showed up for like half of a frame. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yeah. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. As far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. What flew by here? Take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. Noise got annoying after a while, I must say. Oh, look! Thanks for the raid! Working and studying. Hope y'all had a wonderful time. I'm Rajeshi, I'm just a crow. I like playing really weird or just kind of chill games. And I have kind of nonsense redeems. Hope you had a wonderful time with your stream, Wolf. Hope you got a lot done. Hope you learned a lot. If you were studying. Feel free to, hop out, take a break if you need to. I know whenever I raid out, I'm usually like dead within the first 5 minutes. Out of sheer exhaustion. We did some art commissions? Hell yeah. Hopefully they were super cool looking. Admittedly, I know your art well enough to know that it did. Are those sage snoodlets? Yeah! So when I first commissioned my PNG tuber, I was still coming up with ideas for my my persona, and I was really into Final Fantasy XIV at the time. And at the time, I was a Sage main, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna decide that my PNG tuber is gonna be in the fucking Sage job gear. Need to rest my paws. Hope the rest of your stream goes well. Yeah. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for hopping in. But yeah. Sadly, at this point, I don't play Sage as much as I used to. Admittedly, I guess I've also not been subbed for a little bit. But I was playing Warrior last I played. So I remained in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So I didn't get far away. Now get me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast for the man who wouldn't come back twice. We'll just throw in 6 points of extract, 1 Powder Delta, Earth Planner Guide, Permatrain, all blended. Part of me still wants to get the cocktail book from this game. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess it up. Sorry if I may interject. Looking for a fight? But certainly not. Really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half a size. I can fight dirty. Kill those people for a living. I can fight dirty. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. I feel like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. Like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. Just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. I suggest you try a suplex next time. It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try this suplex thing. Right. Let's give him a suplex. Obliterate him. On the rocks, and next. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, Mr. Call me Jamie. And you are? I'm Ingram. By the way, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at, Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? Did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do. Almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So, why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? Second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? Lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. 5 hours you're trapped in bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body. Nanomachines are forced out. Like little needles all over your body. Feel them in your eyes, and your gums, and your toes, everywhere. After all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. You have it, Jamie. This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Here. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. I had a couple of extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Aside, like all other maintenance systems, it can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. The rest of the enhancements? Were you reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. Said that twice. Shut up. Seem like a nice guy? Alright. I'll call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Caught him on a bad day. Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. It tires the hell out of me. He's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood, too. We're nothing but mammals, after all. Here. Oh, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. What put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband, and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. To top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. She really messed it up, huh? When I came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Ava comes and says, "Make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple." Shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I'm laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. Played all the time, we even slept on the same bed for a while. She turned into a teen. Stopped playing, she had other things she wanted to do. Forgive all of that, I mean, the age difference and all. There is something in particular I still can't forgive. The day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her something. I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. She said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I'd admired her so much as a kid. I could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. You haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey. Not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. You see her, you don't see an adult. You see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she made sure not to fix that impression. But enough about me, how are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah? Got this note from her. Let's see. Oh, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give me a Brandini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Ew. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon, it became animosity. Not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her oldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. After the girl went to college, said sister would quit her job. Sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Up. Girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her in high esteem for. No longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, I can lift your sweater. Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Peace out. I know the girl is you, and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. Point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. It must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. Here. I'm going crazy. Well, you know, we're only seeing people. Hey, Mars, how you doing? Here. Thanks. So, tell me, do you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh, yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I'm alright in moving into a new apartment? Hell yeah! Although, also, moving is such a pain. Like, physically moving. God, I don't want to do that again. Both of those are correct. Yeah. Helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's the small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Okay. I'll go take my break. Alright. We're here? We're quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Maybe even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. It's less chilly today. Joel, the kid's looking for you. Shit. Hey. Ah, Norma. Whew. You're back! Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. That was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Well, so responsible, Joe! I kind of faced my mom and told her about all the pressure she was putting on me. Said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Oh, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste to spend money in the university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me. If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. You were right. I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. Oh, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet! Hey, Jill, can you helping me here? Sure. Make a bleeding Jane, please. On it. Thanks. Hey, Joe. You hate me. Hate is a harsh word. Not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. What if future cyborg games have either generic names or names no one could possibly remember in full? Well, I mean, there are some unusual ones in this. There is the best character, Rad Shiba, who, I mean, it speaks for itself. Gillian, our co-worker, of course, named after Gil and Sei from Hideo Kojima's Snatcher. But yeah, it definitely seems Nier Automata. I'm looking at you. Oh, like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. Why can I? You're the main character? Dunno. Who are you? A cute girl. Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. works. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. There! Can't say anything. You sure? Yup. Oh! It fucked with our UI. Weird. Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition, Dorothy Inquisition. Ah, I bit my tongue. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Honey. Hey Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? How many games are named Cyberpunk blank? Well, to be fair, this one, at least, that's the subtitle. Page text. Thanks! Oh yeah, before you leave. What? Are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yup. Sure, I'll be here then. Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Man, she was in a rush. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. Need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. Find them and put us all at risk of burning. How come future Cyberpunk games never have furries? Well, I mean, this one at least has the cat girls, although that's definitely not. I mean, that's what, like 20% furry, maybe? I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. Sure you're fine? I am. Don't worry. Hey Jill, mind if I ask a silly question? See my clients, you can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves. Silly answers can get on my nerves, though. Sorry, what did you want to ask? You know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like a cat's, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh? Go a bit back first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki Romanova. Was it the Romanenko Yamada treatment? Let's call it the catification procedure. Not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it, a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Corp's record of not addressing a nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maggie Stingovich. Stingovich? Let's call him Stingovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stingovich funded the research. In a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. Girl Sylvia Stingovich didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then, the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure, even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. Their parents got called cat boomers. A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. Fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. Calling them protrusions, why is that? 'Cause that's what they are. You didn't think that those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus they can move like a cat's and react to their mood. In the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. still surprises me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. Really thought they were functional ears, huh? I'd say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry. I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. Keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Wait! What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stingovich. Huh? I just remembered Sylvia Stingovich was around my age, and when I was a teen, there's some TV specials featuring her. I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. Did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. So there is another character that was also a cameo from 2064. You missed out on there, because I didn't give a flaming moai to a specific other character. How sad. Let's see. Now then. It's getting to be about that time, and my throat's getting a little parched and sore. So let's find someone we can raid out to, Remember to water your birds. So true! Alright, you know what? Let's go raid Bananas. They've been doing the marathon of a bunch of the Soulsborne games. Oh yeah, Nan is at the end of Dark Souls 2. Hell yeah. So Nan's fighting some pretty tough bosses. But if you're not interested in Dark Souls 2 spoilers, can't blame you for leaving. Having said that, let's go pester this lion. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the day.